Hello, my name is Tammy Santiago. I'm with Destiny's Promise. Destiny's Promise is a nonprofit organization that has been in existence for 13 years. Born out of love and compassion for this young girl that my husband and I decided to mentor. But I promised her that we would do something to reach out to those girls who felt that they were throwaways, those girls who did not feel that they had an opportunity or had a chance to succeed.
Hello, my name is Antoinette Lyles, and I'm an executive board member at Destiny's Promise. I joined Destiny's Promise earlier this year out of a desire to make a difference in individuals' lives. I had the privilege of seeing Destiny's Promise when it was first born about 13 years ago up until now, and I was amazed at how much they have impacted the girls that have participated in their group, some of which I do know personally.
Hi, I'm Davita Ely, Executive Board Member for Destiny's Promise. About 13 years ago, I noticed that my daughter was having a few struggles with body image, choosing the right friends, and just wanting to find her place in the world. And so I teamed with Destiny's Promise to assist my daughter as well as others with how to go through life well.
Hi, my name is Patricia Randall, and I have more than 30 years of experience in employment and labor-employee relations. Love and charity is the greatest gift we can give, especially to those who may not have the financial means to do so. As a lawyer, I am particularly concerned that we stress the legal and professional options that exist for mothers and daughters.
I first became involved with Destiny's Promise over 9 years ago when my daughter was in the 5th grade. We did the first retreat, and I was interested in the organization in that my daughter was in getting ready to go to middle school, and you know, in middle school the different issues with friendship and relationships and peer pressure. So we did the retreat, and she got along well with, you know, her other classmates. I got to know the parents that were at the retreat and became more involved in the organization.
So one of the things I'd like to talk about is a group of women that represent Destiny's Promise. It's a group of women that come together, and one of the things I will tell you as coming into the fold and coming into the sisterhood is that I found that they took you where you were at and with the gifts that you had to give. As we evolved as a team that took on the project of delivering God's messages to women and to the community, we found ourselves always evolving. I work with the young girls, and I work with them from a standpoint of image and what your image says about you. Sometimes I often tease them and say that I talk about illusion, and I say create an illusion, dress to where you want to go, dress to where you see yourself being into the future, no matter what it looks like around you.
We pursue girls out of passion, out of love. We give them training, mentoring, and coaching. We talk to them about everything from nail polish to babies to sex to boys to violence to dating. Every aspect of the organization is meant to build that young lady up so that she can live out her perfect purpose.
I've had the privilege of seeing these individuals grow from the age of 9 small girls and maturing into beautiful young ladies. And as I'm sitting back and I'm watching that, I'm saying to myself, you know, I want to be a part of this. This is an organization where I can actually make a difference, not in one person at a time, but in multiple people at one time. So out of that, I joined Destiny's Promise.
And so today my daughter is doing wonderfully. She is a biology major, and we have assisted and mentored other young ladies. We work alongside of phenomenal women.
Why did I join Destiny Promise? I promised to give my daughter back to God. She is our only child, and I promise God to help serve mothers and daughters to develop and maintain a healthy and robust relationship with God first and with each other. She is such a blessing to me and my husband. She's worked with Destiny Promise and matured gradually and holistically during her involvement. She attended all the retreats and she participated in events with the daughters and the mothers. She always reminds us to be open to what God has in store for us.
What I really like about Destiny's Promise is the mothers that are involved are like-minded, so it was easier to really raise my daughter in that myself and the other mothers had a lot in common, and so my relationship with my daughter improved in that she realized that she's not the only one that's going through, different situations and circumstances with friends or even with myself. The ladies in Destiny's Promise helped me to approach motherhood in various ways.
So when we have retreats, we have mothers and daughters together, and often the same thing that I talk to their daughters about, which would be dress and image, I start with the parents and the mothers, because we have to be examples for our daughters. And often our daughters are not wanting to be exactly like us, and we understand that because they are their own personality. But we must, as women, take care of ourselves, because that's what our daughters will see us taking care of ourselves.
I remember how they were giving a presentation on image, and they used this phrase, lock and load. And my niece loved that phrase, lock and load, to teach young girls how to cross their legs and how to sit and present themselves for a job interview. And to this day, she has not forgotten that catchphrase, lock and load. So I would see her when she sits down, and she's actually a professional cheerleader. When she sits down and she talks or whatever she does the action, and she says that phrase, lock and load. And I think Destiny's Promise is an organization that is teaching young girls to lock and load, be ready, and be the best that they can be.
I am so honored to be a part of an organization who still to this day assists mothers and daughters to go through life well.
I am committed to the success of Destiny Promise, and I have shown this by the involvement of my daughter and my husband since the inception of the organization. I truly believe that girls should walk away with a token or a reminder of their experience with Destiny Promise. So I tend to volunteer to bring gifts and mementos to our children at our retreats. We know that God has blessed Destiny Promise and will continue to do so. We welcome others to the fold.
I see myself giving back to the organization to make it such where we can provide scholarship for future, young girls coming up and going to college.
There are a lot of things that are out there for young men, but our young girls are struggling. And recently I saw a show and they talked about girls rock. We rock. We just need to make sure that we give back and that we talk and that we communicate what's going on.
We are so forever grateful to have had the opportunity to touch lives in a way that they will forever be changed. We are grateful that Destiny's Promise, this nonprofit organization, exists to serve out of the love of Christ.
Your donations are more than welcome, and we truly need your support. So please go to www.destinys, with an S, DESTINYS -promise, PROMISE.org.